What's up, y'all? So it is Corey Cox with Clear Property Management here in Conway, where we are actually going right now. I did a video on this, I don't know, a couple months ago. We built a house down here in downtown Conway, and whenever we built it, the historic district wanted us to add another sidewalk going from the front sidewalk on the street to basically the front door. It was in the historic district. I guess it was conforming, whatever it may be. So anyway, so whenever we did that, they added the sidewalk in, and basically all we did was just kind of dam up the front yard of this house. Again, it's a new construction home and stuff like that. There was actually a ditch over here on the north side of it. We took some extra precautions on that. We did a French drain actually on the north side of the property. It's 6-inch pipe going all the way from one end to the other. So everything's flowing down there. We had our grade right. Everything was flowing down toward Ash Street. Everything's perfect until we did that extra sidewalk right there. And basically all it did was make a little square of basically just where it's all just kind of dammed up. But I reached out to the plant outlet here in Conway. They were able to come over. They actually shot it, the height and everything else like that, of all the grass and the dirt and everything else like that. And we were able to come up with a plan to kind of get some good grade to kind of get that flow out of there. So anyway, so I'm going to show y'all that right now. There we go. So here we are. So you can kind of see, golly, it's bright today. So first of all, I just want to kind of say too, it rained all night or all day yesterday. I mean, all freaking day. And I mean, if it rained at all, it used to just be able to flood this entire like square right here, right? So the reason why is because whenever they added that sidewalk right there, there was basically just kind of like a 2 to 3 inch just kind of gap where it just kind of dammed up just like right there on the edge. So if anything kind of came through, it would just sit right here. Another thing I kind of had going on is you can kind of see my gutters right there. So this gutter, that gutter, and then there's another gutter right over here on this side right here. So basically anything on this side of the house right here, the back side of that house, and anything on this side right here on that garage was all flowing in. And I dug a drain, some pipe, and I had me a nice little pop-up installed right here. So obviously everything was flooding to the house, so water would just kind of sit just all around there the entire time. Well, obviously, you know, that's terrible. So anyway, so my bright idea was, hey, let's get it all out here, let's get it on here, and then let's install that pop-up so that way everything kind of flows down that way, right? But again, going back to the original problem then, they made me add that sidewalk right there, and whenever they did, just this whole area was just a pond. Essentially, it was just absolutely ridiculous. You can kind of see it over here too as well. You can kind of see how they just kind of laid those 2x4s whenever they were doing the sidewalks and stuff like that. So you can kind of see right there, that's a good way of kind of seeing it right there. You can kind of see it was just like that, but just over there on that other side. But anyway, so they came in, they filled it full of sand, put some topsoil in there, got some sod on top of it and everything else like that. And I'm serious, it rained all day yesterday. I wouldn't even, like, I'm sure it was a few inches or whatever. I mean, all day long. And you can see everything is now flowing out this way. Everything's nice and pretty. We even got us some nice little pavers over here on this front side right here. The biggest problem is we've got a door over here on this other side right here. But whenever you open the garage door up, you don't want to, you know, open this and then lock that and then redo all that. You just want to kind of step out and around and hit these pavers and just kind of go on out into your back door right there and then go inside your house. But anyway, so that's kind of what we got going on. I think they did an awesome job once all this stuff kind of settles. This looks a little high right here, so I'm unsure if we're going to if I'm going to need to add a little bit of sand just right there and just kind of build that up just a little bit more, so that way it just kind of flows. But like I said, once I know for a fact that once it hits this point right here, it's eventually going to end up all the way over there. So again, with these gutters and everything else like that, everything flowing that way and hitting that pop-up right there, I mean, I know everything is going good. But anyway, so just kind of wanted to show y'all that's how it is and everything else like that. I don't really know what I'm going to do right here. I might do some rock. I'm not much of a green thumb type person, so I'm not going to plant anything, but I might do some like decorative rock or something like that and kind of add that in. But anyways, but yeah, it turned out pretty good. I was very happy with the results. Plant Outlet, shout out to them. They did good. But anyways, but you can kind of see too, and I'm kind of coming over here on this other side too as well, but there's a French drain that's basically essentially starts about right here. I think it's about 12 inches from my property line, so you can see my little stake right there. I never took it up. They've got to redo this house. This house is absolutely terrible. But anyway, so it kind of starts right there and then just kind of goes all the way to the back there, all the way up to my property line, about 12 inches back there in the back corner right there. And just everything's just kind of flowing to right here and then eventually making its way to this little creek right here. And you can still see there's a lot of water still standing in that. But anyways, but yeah, this house looking great. Happy with the results. Everything's good. Got some good little knowledge on all that other stuff and everything as far as the irrigation and stuff goes. Got to make sure all the plans are good, because you might just sit there and mess yourself up later on because of stuff just like that right there. But like I said, but you can kind of build everything up. It'll eventually flow out to Ash Street, and lesson learned. Check.